Okay, so back to the service days. I was stationed at Sembach Air Force Base, and one of my jobs, besides the disaster preparedness stuff I had talked about, was the radio maintenance for the control tower radios. And we had a little receiver site, or not a receiver site, a radio site off from the control tower in the building. But also we had the control tower radios that were up in the control tower, and they were the ones that actually the pilots, communicated with the air traffic controllers, and we used to do maintenance on that. Now, one of the things is, a lot of times the pilots would complain about something wrong with the radio, and they'd give us the numbers for the radio, whatever one they were using, and you would go do checks, and you basically, in doing checks, you would put a frequency in, and you would listen to return the signal coming back, and you would typically not find anything wrong. And so then, of course, they would say, yeah, there's something wrong with that radio, and you'd say, no, everything works fine. And so eventually, one of the things we would do is you would say, yeah, let me check out the radio, and you do your quick check and verify that nothing was wrong. And then we would to make it seem like we actually did something other than a quick, 2-minute check of putting a signal in and getting it out, we would do something we called CCM. And what we would do is we would go and have a cup of coffee and come back and then ask them to check out the radio. And typically, because you had spent 10 minutes or 15 minutes on it, they would come back and say, yeah, that sounds much better. And basically what had happened is you did what we called CCM, which was coffee cup maintenance, which meant that you went off, had a cup of coffee, and asked them to check it again. Again, we had already checked with a quick check of the signal, and everything had been fine with just because we did the CCM. I just called it that, CCM, and coffee cup maintenance, which, was what we did. And everything turned out fine, and we'd go on about our day. So, anyway, that's a little quick story from when I was in the service. Again, that was 30-some years ago, so anyway, have fun. Talk to you later. Bye. Hang on.